Rainbow Road is probably the most iconic Mario Kart track ever, and Mario Kart Wii being the best-selling, most popular second most popular Mario Kart game, it also has quite the iconic Rainbow Road. And especially considering it's Mario Kart Wii, you would expect it to have some really good shortcuts. What if I told you its shortcuts kinda sucked? Sorry, I don't mean that blasphemously, and I know you're probably in the comments typing, Big Fry, come on, you literally put the Rainbow Road moon jump with the cart in your top 10 shortcuts. It's been a few years, I've changed my mind, guys. But really, since most people don't use carts, it's not that practical of a shortcut, and looking past that, what else do you really have? You've got this corner cut, you've got this thing. Oh, and the moon jump. Yeah, the moon jump is pretty important. A lot of people know it. It's really easy to do, but is it even a shortcut? Seriously, this is what we're talking about today. And at first glance, yeah, you can tell that it saves time, but it's kind of hard to understand why. From the perspective of the racer, it really doesn't make sense at first. Being disconnected from the road means you're going slower than when you're on the boost panel, so how does it save time? Well, it's one of two shortcuts that I can really think of on the top of my head that save time without actually cutting anything off. Which makes you think, are they even shortcuts? That's not really the big question of the video, so I'll answer that right now. Yes, I'm gonna call them shortcuts. Because if we were to make a separate category of time-saving strategies just for these two because they don't cut anything off is a little unnecessary. So we might as well just call them shortcuts, because I'm not trying to do all that. And what is that other shortcut I'm referencing, you might ask? It's the Wario's Gold Mine Detach. This has a much easier explanation to why it saves time, which I'll explain later, but for now we're focusing on Rainbow Road because it's a lot more practical. So from the top down, you can see that you're not actually cutting any of the track off. It's on a straightaway, which sounds weird because you can't really cut off a straightaway until you remember that this is a weird straightaway. See, straightaways go straight, and this still does go straight, but you're forgetting a key axis here. Yeah, so the y-axis isn't so kind to us. It gets really negative right at this part of the track. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the key element to how this shortcut saves time. Let's look at it from the side so that you can better understand what's happening. I really wish I could get a side-by-side comparison of how the shortcuts line up one against the other. The best I can do is this image from NoClip, which that's the website that I'm using to get all this cool footage. Coolest website I've seen in years. Go check this out. So at this part of the video, I haven't actually done any research, so I'm gonna be back once I've crunched some numbers. Alright, I'm back and I did some pseudoscience, some research. I drew some lines on an image. The green line just looks like it's taking a lot longer than the red line, but it's faster somehow. So the reason it's faster is because you're basically going faster. It's hard to describe this using just two images of Funky Kong on the screen because one's going to be going faster than the other, but that's literally how it is. When you're in the air, the gravity is going to pull you down, but the mushroom and the moon jump is still going to push you forward. Since you're falling with gravity, you'll actually be falling at the same rate or faster than, I can't really tell. The speed at which you drive downwards on the road. Picture this. We've got the XY plane, right? I can't really show velocity very well. Sorry, but when the Funky Kong jumps off of the road at the very top, his speed forward will be preserved, dropping slightly, but still preserved going forward. And his speed downwards will be the same as if you were driving on the red line going down the road. So since he's preserving his speed forwards and going at the same speed as the red line downwards, he's going to be saving time on the red line. And I also totally could be wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but don't quote me on this. I literally just put X and Y on a canvas sheet. So there you go, that's how the Rainbow Road Moon Jump shortcut saves time. Now really quickly before the video ends, let's look at the Wario's Gold Mine Detach. Now this one is a million times easier to explain and you probably already get it. We're gonna draw two lines, one of them where you don't do the detach and one of them where you do it. Those are very poorly drawn lines, but you get the idea. It's pretty easy to see the green line cuts off more of the track than the red line. You're just going too far out of the way on the y-axis. Man, it's so much easier to explain this than Rainbow Road, because it's so obvious to see the green line just saves time. I don't even have to explain anything. No pseudoscience, no X and Y axis, although it is here. You can see it. That is a beautiful X and Y axis. If only it were as easy to execute as explain. Well, that's all I got. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the little bit of math thrown at the end. If you haven't heard of NoClips already, just spend 5 minutes looking around on some of the tracks. It's a lot of fun. Stay safe, stay cute, stay loyal. 'Cause I already know you are. And goodbye.